Welcome back to the Lips Reaction. I'm Lips. This is episode 10 of season 2 of The Walking Dead. We're inching closer and closer to the finale of this season. And the last few episodes have been game-changing, not only for obviously our group, but also I think game-changing for the experience. The tension has been, I feel like, I wouldn't necessarily say maxed, because I feel like for sure in a show like this, it can always get worse, and it probably will get worse, but like the tension has been rising and boiling over, and conflict is at a head with multiple people in the group, obviously with Herschel and everyone in his farm and family. And so that to me is really fun to watch, even though it's obviously it brings up a lot of different emotions. But like, if we were here to watch a happy show, this would be different. So like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. I love when shit hits the fan. Okay? That's kind of what I'm here for. Sick and twisted of me, some might say. I am a very empathetic person, and one of my favorite things of TV shows, and especially this show so far, is the human elements of it, and like seeing the growth in the characters, and like finding and seeing them at their like flaws and at their like strengths to the group. And isn't that kind of one of the elements of finding a group like this in this situation in a world, is that you can't be dead weight in a group like this, right? And I think that everyone kind of struggles with that. I think we're seeing it a lot with Glenn and Daryl specifically, where they're both pretty alone, and they don't want to lose the group. That is like safety to them, but they realize that they don't have someone else tying them in. They don't have like additional connections that are helping, and a lot of the group doesn't. But we see this dilemma mostly in, I think, right now, Glenn and Daryl, who are trying to kind of prove themselves. We also see Andrea trying to prove herself, but I don't necessarily think she's trying to prove herself in a way of like deserving to stay with the group. I think her element of trying to prove herself is coming from she doesn't want to be pigeonholed to do what like all the other women are being, like the roles that they're fulfilling. She wants to be more on the guard. She wants to be more active. She wants to be like a hunter with them, you know? So, and I appreciate that about her. I do. But yeah, so we're obviously at the end of episode 9. We end with Lori essentially, in not so many words, telling Rick to kill Shane. And my first reaction was that the way that she did it was so audacious. I just kind of laughed and appreciated what it adds to the show from a like dramatic perspective. And that was my like first feelings about it, right? And I've been thinking about it more, and I've been sitting with it more, and I've got to say, I don't love it. I think that's pretty, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. It's a pretty evil way of existing in this world. Lori helps out, sure. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess we see her doing laundry and stuff and whatnot. She gets, I think, kind of this, which it's interesting. She gets kind of this, I feel like, easier path in the group because of who her husband is. And because no matter what, Shane is unhealthily attached to her in a way that he is like, will excuse everything that she does. Like, he has bias towards her, and he would go out of his way to like root for her and like keep her in the group, right? Not that I think anyone should be kicked from the group. I want to make that abundantly clear. I don't feel safe with Shane, but I think we've had like a lot of good conversations about like he doesn't have bad thoughts a lot of the time on like how to handle things, but he goes about things in a really unhinged way, and he really lacks communication, and there's definitely things that he's done that I don't stomach well at all. But we don't need to beat a dead horse, you know? So We also have, aside from Lori asking her husband to kill her ex-lover, we also have this guy that we've saved his life, a stranger. It's something that I didn't consider until I think Andrea said it. Andrea and Shane had a conversation last episode about not wanting a war with other humans, and I hadn't thought about that. I've thought a lot about like the evils or the monsters within our own groups, and then of course at the bar last episode I thought about other monsters in the world, but I didn't really think about two groups being at odds with each other and fighting each other, going to war. It just seems so, I think I just can't comprehend that. I can't comprehend why anyone would do that. Like, the world is so hard as is. Why go to war with other people? It's just so dark to me. So that is like, it was so far from anything that I could have fathomed. So if that's gonna happen, we'll just have to see how that feels. But yeah, I'm really invested in the characters right now, in their journeys and their arcs and whatnot. So let's continue on with that. As always, if you want full-length reactions to this, you need your own copy to sync up and watch along. But you can do that over in Patreon. Those drop on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm currently usually like 2 to 3 episodes behind on what's edited out to YouTube. So like I'm recording season 2 episode 10, and the last Walking Dead video that went out was season 2 episode 7, right? So not too terribly like far from what I'm recording and what I'm editing, but things can always change. We could always sometimes be like a little more caught up, could always sometimes fall even more behind. It just depends on life. So that's just a little behind the scenes. But like I said, let's get into it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the video, and I'll see you in there. Whoa, hi. Oh, shit. Holy shit, what is going on? Uh-oh. Excuse me? Oh my gosh. Oh no, things seem to have gone to hell in a handbasket. Smart, decently smart move. Well, maybe. Hopefully there's not a walker inside. I love how they sometimes just drop us in like that.
Thought we were going further. We are. 18 miles out. That's why we're stopping. I want to talk.
Whoa.
I just want to talk. We don't need to.
Perhaps we do.
We're doing this. I get it. He's passed out when y'all brought him back. Don't know where the farm is. That isn't what I need to talk to you about.
That was, the way he stood was hot, but I'm nervous.
I heard what really happened to the school.
Okay, well, how did you hear that? Because he hasn't told anyone.
Was it to survive? Yeah.
Damn.
One of us wasn't gonna make it out. Had to be him. One shot to the leg. Carl lives.
But you're now a murderer.
He had no business being here.
Excuse?
You don't think I would have done it? Oh, man, I know you wouldn't have. You don't think I can keep Lori or Carl safe? I didn't say that.
You have said that.
Rick, you can't just be the good guy and expect to live.
Damn,
okay?
that's
Not
crazy.
anymore.
Yes, you can, Shane.
I'm not the good guy anymore. To save Carl's life, I would have done anything. Now, Lori says you're dangerous.
Ooh.
But you're not going to be dangerous.
Hey, Rick, that's a sentence that's a very dangerous thing to say to him. You cannot tell someone who has scary like that somebody thinks they're a danger.
I get what happened.
Oh.
When I figured it out, and I figured it out pretty quickly, I wanted to break your jaw.
Oh.
Let you choke on your teeth.
Right, but you didn't.
But I didn't. That wasn't weakness.
So true. That was strength.
That is my wife. That is my son. That is my unborn child. I will stay alive to keep them alive. You don't love her.
He's something, her. He's something.
It was just a couple weird stories on the news. 2 weeks later, I'm in the hospital, and there were soldiers shooting people in the halls. They were shooting people, man, not walkers. I didn't keep Lori and Carl alive, man. They kept me alive.
That's pretty vulnerable.
I want you to know that I didn't look at her before that. Brother, if I could take it all back, I would.
It's a good conversation. A necessary one. A needed one.
Says he froze. Blames me. Says I got inside his head.
It's
Men have
tough.
to do certain things, you know that, and they're either going to blame the little woman as the reason they do them or the reason they don't.
No.
Things were good. I mean, maybe I...
He's a big boy. He makes his own choices. I mean, you have anything to apologize for? Tell him to man up and pull himself together.
Okay. That's
Just
okay,
don't
Lori.
Say man up.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's good advice. That's pretty infantilizing. And it's hard for Maggie. She wants, like, she likes Glenn.
We gotta
Glenn
start
doesn't
using our
have...
knives more. If there's one walker, we use our knives. We keep
Yes.
things quiet. We save ammunition.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
We need dry goods ahead of the winter. Maybe we get a break. You gotta think the cold affects them. If it doesn't kill them, it's gotta slow them down.
What if it doesn't?
We get lucky, we get the same winter as last year. By December, it's a different world.
Getting a harsh winter in Georgia, though.
It sounds good.
Shane seems kind of checked out.
How about this? You eat up all your food, we'll get you up and out of here and go take a walk. What do you say?
You're pregnant? How could you do that?
Oh shit. Okay, girl, that's fucked up.
It's more than 18. Yeah, I'm looking for a place. Place for what? Give him a fair shake. A shot.
I respect that. Damn. It is so interesting that Shane kind of, when he chooses to have an opinion versus when he stays silent. Because I know that man has opinions right now, but why?
This'll do. We'll leave the boy here, scavenge some supplies. Psst. Over there.
Uh-oh. Not the gun. We talked about this. The knife. Damn it. Damn, did we really have to do that? Obviously, we see that they end up in a sticky situation, but... Okay, I fuck with that strategy. I'm nervous. If we would have shot, we would have seen that we would have had a contained area where we knew that they all were, and perhaps we should have thought about that. Why did we just cut a chain? Why do we just think there's no other walkers?
I don't see any bites. Gotta be scratches then. This one's hand.
Oh.
Other one's cheek.
Scratches infect you? That's a good observation. That makes me, I guess, I didn't really think about that.
That ain't a thing, huh? You're gonna...
Lori with a little heart, please.
I can only assume.
It's just so pointless.
Oh, baby.
I wish I could promise it would be all right in the end. I can't. But we can make now all right.
We can make now all right.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that. We can. Oh, Lori looks
Be right
petrified.
back. We'll go take that walk.
Because I know that was kind of hard for her to think that way.
Beth?
The knife.
You give it to me, sweetheart.
She's gonna try to
don't wanna
kill
do this.
herself. Oh, Beth.
Andrea?
She's so
You see
little.
Maggie or Herschel?
Haven't seen Herschel, but I saw Maggie and Glenn walk by maybe 20 minutes ago.
Could you find her for me?
Shit.
I gotta get back to the house.
Of course.
Thank you, Lori.
The hell is this?
Man,
Come on, don't
imagine.
be stupid. I owe you guys. Why would you save my life just to kill me by leaving me here?
That's why I don't disagree.
Don't be stupid. I'm not like them. I'm just some guy. I went to school with Maggie, for God's sake.
Did he? She didn't say that? Did we not know that?
You went to school with Maggie? Did you go to school with Maggie? I answered the question. Did you go to school with Maggie? She didn't know me.
Oh, okay.
I knew who her dad was, but there is no way I would ever do anything to hurt her or her family.
Wait, so then he knows where they live? No.
He knows where the farm is, Rick.
Yep.
Where we are, he knows.
Yep.
Say he finds his way back to his people.
Yikes. That's a conundrum.
Say no!
Fuck.
Well, when, Rick? When? When I've had a chance to think about it.
Don't let him kill me. Please don't.
Why is that button-down shirt that Rick wears the sluttiest little thing a man could wear?
He ran with men who tried to kill you. You gonna bring him back to where Lori sleeps? To where Carl sleeps?
He'll be locked up in the barn unless you bust it open.
I don't start this.
Okay.
It ain't hard, man. The right choice is the one that keeps us alive. Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules.
There are no rules, man. We're lost. No, man. I know exactly where I am.
You don't know shit anymore.
You can do it, Rick.
It's my call, man.
I think you can keep them safe.
Wow. You just told him to his face you didn't think those things or say those things. That's... Boys, you know what? I guess I can't intervene. Hey. Whoa. I don't know that I like knowing how this episode started. Actually shocked that Shane's not a better fighter. But let me not speak too soon. Hey! Oh my gosh! The real problem is, this is the dangerous thing. Them fighting. Could this kid be a danger? He could be. Anyone could be. We can be a danger to ourselves. Whoa! That was a nasty sounding one.
You don't get to make these calls anymore. I won't let you.
No, you're joking. Yeah, okay. So attempted murder. That's what I see. That's crazy because the image of Shane right there looks very Walker-esque, and he's looking at himself, and obviously there's walkers coming. Do you see that sometimes you help create the problem, Shane?
Are you crazy? What if Dad finds out?
What's he gonna do? Kill me for committing suicide?
Stop being such a brat.
She's not being a brat. She's in a really bad place.
My Lucy
She
died, and I
lost
couldn't
more than...
stand that.
So you give up?
She's lost hope, Maggie, please. She's just a girl. Behind you. Holy shit. Okay. We killed him. We killed this kid. I don't know, because we'll have to see how this kid acts.
Come on, bitch. Let's see what you got.
Because he has every right to turn on Rick and Shane right now.
Family affair. Let them work it out.
That's working it out.
When Beth stops fighting, that's when it's time to worry.
True.
This could have been handled better.
What's your thoughts?
So, you shouldn't have taken the knife away.
What?
You were wrong.
What?
Like Dale taking my gun. That wasn't your decision.
Okay, that's too far.
She only has so many choices in front of her. And she believes the best one is suicide.
That's not an option.
Of course it is. She doesn't need to be yelled at or treated like a child.
I think the being yelled at is definitely too...
I came through it.
You became such a productive member of the group. Let me
Whoa,
handle this.
Lori.
I contribute. I
She
help
is
keep
a
this place
productive
safe.
member of the group.
The
Just
men
'cause
can
she-
handle this on their own.
That's crazy, Lori. That's crazy, Lori.
I'm sorry, what would you have me do?
Oh, there's plenty of work to go around.
Are you serious?
Lori, I've got fucking time to be on 2 hate trains.
Puts a burden on the rest of us. On me and Carol and Patricia and Maggie, cooking and cleaning and caring for Beth, and you don't care about anyone but yourself. You sit up in that RV working on your
Are
tan with a
you
shotgun.
joking? You didn't say she's working on a tan? Why is it any less valuable when she does it?
We are trying to create a life worth living.
Are you kidding me?
I went after Rick. I took down 2 walkers.
After
Don't act
crashing
like you
Maggie's
don't
car,
know how to
ever
take care of
apologize for
yourself.
that?
Crashing her.
You were a
And
liability.
you're the one that's self-centered.
That's,
The way you take it all for granted.
yeah, that's true.
My husband is out there for the 100th time. My son was shot. Don't you dare tell me that I take this for granted.
You don't. Your husband came back from the dead. Your son, too. And now you got a baby on the way. The rest of us have piled up our losses. Me.
Your baby is literally the biggest liability for this group.
Go in there and tell that little girl that everything's gonna be okay.
Maybe
just
her
like
and
it is
Shane are
for
made
you.
for each other.
She'll get a husband, a
Victim
son,
number 1 and victim number
baby.
2.
boyfriend.
Oh, damn. Yeah, everybody knew, girl.
She just has to look on the bright side.
Look, I think Lori was right for taking away the knife. Yeah, Andrea had some really good points there about Lori. That's not good. Are you joking? What do you mean that walker just pushed our hand? Oh, no, scratches. Don't let him scratch you. Shoot him right away. Oh, the scratches part of this makes everything. Oh my god. I don't think I thought
be
about
ashamed.
scratches.
I
And
learned to raise such a coward.
shut up, Maggie. I don't
What
let.
about Dad, Beth?
He's clueless. He had us waiting for a cure.
And Jimmy?
We went out for 3 months and now I'm married to him.
Damn, that sucks.
You could do that to me? I can't take another funeral.
You can't avoid it. What are we waiting for? We should both do it. So it's mutual, easy, our choice, and then it would be over.
Oh, sweetie.
Or we'd be forced to do it when the farm in this house is overrun. No one can protect
Oh,
us.
That's not
sweetie.
true.
Glenn, Rick will save his family. The others too. We're alone. I don't want to be gutted.
Oh, sweetie.
I want to go in this bed tonight
Oh,
with you
sweetie.
beside me.
Damn. Now that's crazy. That's.
Please.
Oh. Oh, that was a. Oh, that's a tough moment. Put it on the fingers? Wait. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that strategy. Oh, Andrea. Look, I agree with a lot of things you said to Lori.
I can't leave her by herself.
You're gonna have to.
You're exhausted.
Actually,
Come here, I'll sit with her.
Andrea might have some words of wisdom. I hope I don't regret that though. This is a tough one for me. Because as somebody who deals with depression and who has in a more comfortable world considered those things, it's when you're in that place, it's dark, that's all you see. But like, I'm so grateful I didn't.
The pain doesn't go away. You just make room for it.
Yeah, that's true. Things don't get easier. Grief doesn't disappear. Loss doesn't disappear, but you make room for it.
Please just let me go, man. That's what you came here for. You want to stay here? Help the guy just tried to bash your head in? There's 10 rollers there.
Oh,
If they don't see us, we can get out of here.
no, he can't do that to him.
I'll help you. I'll show you. Tell you what, let's go.
No.
Thank you.
Look, on a scale of that's not good, that's pretty bad. On a scale of Shane's thinking, that's, you can't convince me that's not what Shane would do.
Beth?
Oh, she did it.
Sorry.
She did it.
Stay there.
Come on, Rick. Do the right thing. That's you guys. That could have been you guys. Just 2 cops in the world. Cause also, please, if Shane gets out of here alive, somehow, some way, I don't want to deal with that. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Because I can't. I know that that's probably what Shane would have done. But you see that fear in Shane's eyes, and
You see that? You see what we did? Just keep driving.
You think that's a weakness that he went back and saved you? Because that's what you would have called it if you did it to anyone else.
Where were you?
I heard. Is she all right?
She would be if you had stayed with her. Where were you?
How bad is she?
It wasn't deep.
She wants to live. She made her decision.
Andrea.
Stay away from her. From both of us. Don't you dare step foot inside this house again.
Damn. I can't blame Maggie for feeling that way.
I'm not going to say she was right, but Beth has made her choice. She wants to live, and now she knows it. And sometimes you have to cross the line.
Also true. Also true. In a lot of ways, sometimes you have to cross the line. Sorry. Daddy.
If you want to kill me, you're gonna have to do better than a ranch. Probably gonna have to kill that boy.
Damn.
But I am
Maybe.
gonna think about it tonight. It can't be that easy killing someone. You know that.
True. I don't think Shane takes the killing of Otis lightly, which is why...
That is my wife. That is my son.
True.
That is my child.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but...
If you're gonna be with us,
Oh.
you gotta follow my lead. You gotta trust me.
I think the child thing is the only thing I can't stand 10 toes down with Rick on.
It's time for you to come back.
That's a lot of trust, but that's crazy. That man threw a wrench at your head, and that poor kid in the back, you're gonna kill him? But like, did he not just help in the end there? Does he really deserve to die? I actually don't think he does. Ugh. Walker's still in that field. In droves, yeah, they're awful, but maintained and figuring out things to stay safe is all you need to do. Like, you just can't go full evil and bad just because a horde of walkers could kill you. I don't want to kill that kid. I really don't want to kill that kid. Please. I don't want to kill that kid. I don't know. I don't envy the decisions that Rick has to make. And I want it, like, I want to see Shane come back from this dark place that he's in. I was talking about it I think it was last episode, maybe it was the episode right before. It's like, there's a lot going on with Shane. And I think killing Otis, like, I didn't hold that against him with like the big M, right? I think I found lots of ways to reason why that was the decision that I mean, it saved Carl. And I found my peace with that. And like today, I think I said it. I think I called him a murderer for it, or used that word. Because I think at the end of the day, like, that's kind of, I mean, the actions that he took there to shoot, just because he shot Otis in the leg, does not mean his intention was not to let that man die there. And I think it's like the same way there's a nuance to like murder in today's day, right? Like, it's like 1st degree murder, 2nd degree murder, right? You can like do something on accident, and if somebody dies, you would still get like a murder charge. So I think when I think about that, and when I use that word, or when I consider that around that scenario, it's the nuance of something like that. It's not like It's not like the guys we met in the bar who seemed like they were murderers for the sake of murdering. And the unfortunate thing for the kid in the back of the car is that he was associated with those guys in the bar. And that's a scary way of thinking that I don't like and I don't want in the group. Oh, I'm in pain because that kid, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like the same way that we went back for Shane. Yeah, of course, everybody could die. Of course they could. Does that make it right? I don't know. I think that walker at the end, we see him just like aimlessly walking around, and it's like, yeah, they could kill us, sure, but like one-on-one, they're not that hard to handle. I just think if we can get smarter about that and set up more things, it's like, it's the people in the world who choose to act like the guys in the bar. It's the people in the world that choose to excuse humanity for the sake of their fear taking over and like trying to protect themselves and using that as an excuse. And if we're honest with ourselves, like, I don't think I'll ever be on the page of, well, this is the world, adapt and be a killer, or you're gonna die. I just don't think that's true. And I just like, I cannot take anyone seriously who says that as an argument, because everyone in this group is alive right now because they are choosing to be together as a group. Like, I think the strength in numbers is a huge thing. People are going to die. Like, the girl, Maggie's sister, is right. People are going to die. But that is a case of life. Like, I don't know. I think in this way of living, there's a lot of things you take out of the equation that aren't going to kill you. You take out public transportation. You take out like a lot of things, like a lot of accidents that happen that are freak accidents and like crowded locations or amusement parks, or you erase a lot of things in the world that would kill you because the world is different in this scenario, right? And yeah, some of them are like more freak accidents than other, but I just don't think that because the world has gone to shit, our hearts have to go to shit, or our brains have to go to shit, or to excuse that, use that as an excuse. It's the easy way out. It's to me, I just see that excuse and I think, is this just what's lurking inside of you? And you're just always looking for something to excuse the darkness in you? Like, to just go that way so easily. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. I think you can show me the worst of the worst. And I think the humans will always be more evil and dangerous than the walkers. Was Herschel wrong about a cure? Probably, yeah. Was he wrong for thinking that way and being hopeful? No. Did Shane's actions of showing someone who wasn't ready to confront the realities of life almost make a young girl kill herself? Yes. Because that's what I mean when I say that, like, doing that without thinking about people has harm. But to a psychological level, to harm people, that just because you cannot see the scars that you created in someone does not mean that you did not hurt them, does not mean that you did not create a world that felt less safe or create a situation that they were not ready for. Just because somebody can't adapt at the pace that you want them to adapt to does not mean that they are less worthy of living in this world. That barn was contained. That barn was contained at that moment. And we will never know if that barn would have ever been uncontained. But what we do know is that we wasted ammo and that we stole hope from this little girl. Herschel was a grown man with a formed brain who, once he saw what he saw, he could rationalize it and understand the reality of the world. That little girl can't. That was her mom. You know, it's so... The experience of life is always going to be nuanced and always going to be hard. To make it harder for people, to choose to make it harder for people because you can embrace the darkness of life just doesn't, it just pisses me off. I'm just really worried, like, there's so many good conversations in this show, in this episode though. Like, all the conversations, of course, between Rick and Shane were necessary, and my goodness, did they handle exposition and action and like just storytelling with the two of them today. And I respect Rick so much for choosing to go back. I think it was a really complicated thing to do. And I hope that Shane can see that action and be grateful for his life and see that like life is worth living, worth fighting for, and that saving the people that you love and know is not a weakness. Going out of your way to do that, whilst it may put you in dangerous situations, is not a weakness. And I just hope that he can, I don't know, see the light at the end of his Otis tunnel. Because Lori, of course, on her evil villain arc right now, the way that she talks, it's like, it's tough. That's a tough dynamic too, right? Because she's being so caring about this young girl who has lost hope and is considering taking her own life. And then in the same hand is so callous and just misguided in her way of thinking when she's talking to Andrea. And then Andrea, on the other hand, it's like, obviously we got the outcome that I think is best, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I think I've been in such a dark place in my own life that like, yeah, of course, like I don't want anyone to steal my agency or take away my ability to choose my path in life. But I also like am really glad that I'm not dead, and like think that if somebody would have saved my life or like watched me in that moment and I was able to like heal through it, it's like, yeah, I think want someone to try to stop me, you know? So I don't know. I think like that's where I come from with that. Like, it's tough though, because like I get it, like you should have agency over your life, but I don't know that I think it's like if someone isn't thinking clearly or they're like stuck in the darkness of the world, like do we just let them drown on their own? Or do we not like try different approaches to help them see light in this world and find hope again? I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I'm just talking it out, just a train of thoughting it. But yeah, that was a really good episode. A lot to think about. Holy crap, a lot to think about. There's a lot of things. This is like such a good episode. That's a really good episode. So we have, I think, 3 more in this season. So I'll see you back here for episode 11. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, if you want full-length reactions, they're over in Patreon. You need your own copy to watch along. And I will see you in the next one.